Ever wonder what it takes to live a life creatively? So do we. That's why we're here, to find out what clever people are doing to be successful in the arts. I'm Cecily Korst, and this is the Trailer Talks. We're interviewing artists and actors, educators and entrepreneurs to find out what they do. We're right here in Los Angeles and on the road. You'll never know where you're going to find us. So come along for the trip. It's going to be fun.
Hey, welcome to the trailer. Come on in.
Today, we're with Gabrielle Thomas, an actor living in Los Angeles, and we're talking about her creative life. Hi there.
Hi.
So tell us about your journey thus far.
Wow. Well, it's been kind of a long, meandering road. I've done all kinds of things to get myself here, and they've all been creative, but they've all been very different. And I went from big events in technical theater. I worked on the Olympics in Salt Lake, and then I decided I wanted to work in movies. So I ended up in feature animation, and I worked on Jimmy Neutron, and then on SpongeBob, and I worked on the feature from start to finish. So I was one of the people buying furniture and setting up the offices, and I was one of the last people there putting boxes of files away to be archived. And it was an amazing experience. It was really fun.
Very cool.
Yeah, I've been very lucky in that I've found a job that's both creative and allows me the freedom to pursue my work as an actor. And I'm not bartending, and I'm not waitressing, and I think I'm actually in awe of those people because I'm terrible at both of those things. But you know, for me, I was lucky enough to find something that jives on in both ways and is creative in and of itself.
Tell us a little bit about what you've done so far.
Well, you know, acting was a hobby for me for a long time, and I really didn't start pursuing it until about 5 or 6 years ago. Really?
What? Can I help it if I just want to reward somebody for doing such an awesome job? Is anybody else doing that?
You're a salesman, Jeff.
Account
You're
executive.
selling yourself on me again. Just talk to me like I'm a normal person.
Okay, as a normal person, why don't you and I go have some drinks sometime? Maybe some dinner.
Because I barely have time for dinner. I go to bed at 7. I don't date coworkers.
I'll quit.
And you're married.
Interesting, that'd be the last thing that you mentioned. I never said we had to go on a date. Maybe we could just go to like an early bird special or something. Maybe Applebee's. Matter of fact, they're one of my clients. I have some coupons in my back pocket here if you want to grab them.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But the creative process as an actor, what feeds that for you?
Well, I think when I was a kid, when I was 11, I fell in love with a guy named Jeremy Brett, who is an actor, British actor, who was probably in his 60s at the time, and there was just something, you know, about his work that I really responded to, and that's the kind of thing that has drawn me back to entertainment over and over again. Is when you really connect with something, it moves you and it touches you and it's extraordinary, and I've always wanted to be able to do that from the other side.
So what of your personal story informs what you're doing, your work as an actor?
A lot of things. I mean, my mom passed away when I was 14, and that certainly had a profound effect on my life, and I think in a lot of ways my acting as well. I think it made me a little bit more sensitive to people at large and people's experiences, and sort of the fact that we have a facade that we use to interact with in the world, and then a whole other world that's going on behind our eyes, and you know, that has it certainly added fuel to that sort of drive to connect and to understand people.
Well, who's your biggest advocate?
You know, that's a hard it's a hard question to answer. In some ways, I would actually say my dad, who we certainly have had some friction in our lives, but he has always said that you know, he's always made a point of saying that anything that you pursue wholeheartedly, you will be successful at. And as much as I sort of don't believe it from him sometimes, he's still, you know, that's a message that he's always said. And I think that that's part of what allowed me to say, you know what, I am an actor, and that is something that I want to do, and that is something that I want to pursue.
So what's the hardest thing that you've had to do so far?
The hardest thing? I guess finding a balance. You know, actors don't get, for the most part, to have a steady job and be actors. We have to drop everything and drive to auditions, and we have to, you know, make a lot of compromises and spend a lot of money trying to get a job, and sometimes those jobs, even when you get them, are fleeting.
Julia?
No, I'm the house sitter. They're in Hawaii for the week.
Games people play every night and every day.
You must be Dr. House. I was told I should offer you a turkey sandwich.
Talking about you and me and the games people play. It's exciting.
I really do have two careers, and you know, you need to make sure that you're doing a good job for your employer, and yet you need to honor that you need to do a good job for yourself as well. And that takes a lot of juggling, especially if you want to also go to the gym or cook for yourself or have a social life or anything else.
Right.
It's the thing that I think people don't recognize about being an actor is that it's basically being a salesperson working on commission. So you're constantly making cold calls, you're constantly going to appointments that essentially lead you nowhere. You're only getting paid when you happen to book something, and there's a lot of expenditures that get you there. So yeah, it's that kind of thing. And when they talk about the big paychecks, they're not realizing that 5 years, you know, went into that one big paycheck.
Wrong! If it were golf balls, it would weigh so much more. How stupid are you?
What the hell is your problem?
Guess again.
No.
Guess again.
Fine, it's a book.
No, the box is too small. Guess again.
A watch.
No, box is too big. Again.
A DVD.
Wrong shape. Again.
A pair of custom sewn Peruvian goatskin leather gloves with a lamb's wool interior. Your pen.
What will success be for you?
I think success would be working solely as an actor. I think it would be pretty extraordinary to get up every day and to be just ready, just prepared to go get my next job or to be working. Baxter, we really need to promote the band
You
on
do
air. What?
You do it. You're always saying you're trying to get more airtime, get more experience, so here you go.
When?
Right now, you read all the stuff about them, right?
Yeah, but I thought you saw them live and you had...
Martha, I was drunk off my ass when I saw these guys. I barely remember being there. For all I know, they could play ukuleles to Gregorian chants, okay? Go on. Your big day, go on. Hey, you got it on Indie. It's Baxter in the Morning here, and we like to bring you the very best bands you've never heard of, and in about an hour we got some guys coming in that have some really good buzz on them. Hey, producer Martha B.
Hi, Baxter.
Why don't you fill us in on our guest this morning?
Okay,
What's the scoop?
well, their name is Julie, and they are here. They started anyway in Los Angeles. Founding members Nate and Dustin. They were in middle school together, and they kind of incorporate an avant-garde instrumentation with an aggressive punk-like attitude. You know what? You could say their sound is reminiscent of bands like
Okay, then I think we get the full picture.
What's the one thing that you would tell other people that are trying to go down this path of a creative life?
I I think start now is kind of my little mantra. Like, it's never too late and it's never too early, and you can always pursue your dreams and your career. You can always pursue something that gives you an income and your dream. I think I got derailed a little bit by people telling me that, oh, it's so hard to be an actor, and so I found other things that I enjoyed doing. But I wish that somebody had said, great, be an actor. Here are the tools. Here's what you need to do. Here's how you survive. So I think start now.
Such great advice. I love it.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was a peek inside of Gabrielle's life and journey. You can find out more about Gabrielle Thomas on IMDb and watch the Gabrielle Thomas Reel on YouTube. Check out those sites and join us next time when the trailer talks. I'm Cecily Korst. Come along for the next road trip.